Local sports from KTVO.
The rare Thursday night girls basketball game. It's Kirksville and Battle. Kirksville in white breaks the press as Rachel Vorkink would finish strong. Let's move to second quarter action. Battle went inside. Kendra McKay makes it look easy. The Tigers' JoJo Nictine would score on the out-of-bounds play. It was close early. Battle countered with Lee. Great baseline move. You know what? Kirksville looked a lot better, but Battle would win it 52-30.
Their size really impacted us at both ends of the floor. But I was real proud of the way our kids fought for the entire game. I thought, especially in the first quarter, showed a lot of grit and toughness. And through the entire game, the fourth quarter, we were able to put some offensive possessions together, and I hope we can continue to do that.
The Fairfield girls were trying to win for the 7th time in 8 games. They hosted Notre Dame. Fairfield in white. Kara Jeffrey would score inside. Nicole Book had 14 points in the first quarter. Sammy Fritz scored her 1,000th point tonight. She hits the 3. Book would finish with 32. Fairfield wins it 74-52. The Schuyler County girls will travel to Edina tomorrow to face Knox County. The Rams need a win if they want to share the conference championship.
We're hoping to maybe, somebody gets to knock each other off somewhere, because our conference is pretty loaded and pretty tough, and I think you could get to that point where it might be a 3-4-way tie for a conference championship if you keep playing hard to the finish.
Meanwhile, Knox County feels that defense wins championships, and they plan to play to their strengths tomorrow night.
When you can't focus in on one or two of their go-to players, and you have to be aware of everybody, it poses a lot of challenges, especially defensively, but also offensively.
In college hoops, both Truman squads back at Pershing tonight for a 4-game homestand. For the men, a win tonight against Drury gives the Dogs sole possession of first in the West Division. A loss, and Truman shares the top spot with the Panthers. To the hardwood, the contest would start with this Nathan Messer 3, and that'd be the case all night for the Dogs. The Panthers keeping things close, though, early with a tray of their own. But like I said, the threes were hitting tonight for the Dogs. Jake Velke with one of his own. And in the second half, Truman would start to pull away. Nate Messer would hit 7 of 11 from downtown with a game-high 23 points. And the Bulldogs would shoot just over 53% from behind the arc as a team. That would lead to a Truman 93-60 win over Drury. And they head into Saturday's contest against Missouri S&T at the top of the GLVC West. As for the women, they would be looking to hand the Panthers their first conference loss of the season tonight. Things would start off with Cassidy Clark inside for 2. For the Dogs, she'd go for a double-double on the night, but the Panthers would have an answer all first half for Truman, a couple from Lexi Vaught. But in the third quarter, the Dogs managed to fight back and take the lead with this nice rebound by Ashley Hardwick to set up the Rachel Edmondson 3. For the 12th-ranked Drury, Panthers would be too much for the Dogs tonight. They dropped this one 64-57. Despite the loss, head coach Amy Egan able to find some positives in her team's performance.
I thought we did a phenomenal job defensively. Our kids really executed the game plan tonight to the T, and they did a great job with it. So, I mean, the bright side of it, like we just talked about, is everything that we did bad tonight that beat us, we can correct.
And swimming, it was senior night for the Ottumwa Bulldogs. They hosted Oskaloosa. They honored the seniors before the race. Ottumwa senior Riley Robinson would win the 50 free. Bulldogs senior Jenelson Lopez was 4th in the 200 IM, and senior Lance Parker was 3rd in the 500 free. Ottumwa wins it tonight 101-55.